My name is Tammy Baldassi. I'm a realtor in the real estate industry for over 14 years. Do you live in a tent? Do you live in your car? No, most people live in a home. Do you live with someone? Do you rent or do you own? Today we're going to talk about the cost between renting and owning a property in the United States, and also a little bit about a first-time home buyer. Keep in mind that most Americans don't actually own their own home, free and clear. According to a Zillow analysis in July of 2019, only 37% of Americans actually own their home free and clear. Each year, however, you do have to pay what's called a personal property tax. And to remember, if you do not pay this personal property tax, the county can come and take your property. So even if you own your property out free and clear, make sure you're paying your property taxes on time. Your property taxes can be anywhere from 1 to 5% of your county's asset, the county value of your property. This expense could go up. Most of the time it will go up. The last few years we've been lucky and it's been pretty flat. In Richmond, Virginia, the houses that I've been helping people purchase have been somewhere between $225,000. The average United States purchase price for a home is $227,000, just slightly higher than the Richmond, Virginia area. Since the 2007 recession, most mortgage company guidelines have become a little bit more stringent, meaning that you have to put money down at least 3% of the purchase price. And the purchase price really is going to depend on the location. I've done open houses for many Sundays, and people will come in not having any idea of where to begin. They just know that they need a home for 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in a particular area. This is location. Location really determines the price. You've all heard before, location, location, location will get you more for your money. However, the 3 real aspects to when you're looking for a property, whether you're renting or owning, would be price, location, and aesthetics. Aesthetics being how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, and the location is what school district and where you want to go. So your rent is going to vary, or your mortgage is going to vary depending on. Being that the average United States mortgage is $227,000, and you have to put down about 3%, that's about $6,810. Many people say, where am I going to come up with that? So you'll need to save. According to the National Association of Realtors, your mortgage would be your PMI insurance, your principal and interest, is about $975 on a home that's $227,000. So also a lender can require what's called a property mortgage insurance, or PMI, which if you do not have at least 20% down on your property, you may have to come up with this particular amount. Most of the time you will just put that into your monthly payment, which will come out to about $189 a month on a house for about $227,000. So totally now you have your mortgage, which is your principal and interest. You have your taxes, which is your principal and interest about $975. Your principal and interest about $290. Your insurance on the property about $100, and then your PMI insurance would be about $189. So this whole total for your first time home will be about $1,550. That's just to purchase your home for the first time. And this is your monthly mortgage payment. Keep in mind that this could go up each year a little bit depending on your property and your insurance. So we talk about renting first, and now, we've talked about purchasing a property. Now we're going to talk a little bit about renting. In the United States, the average 1-bedroom apartment is going to rent for about $1,120. This is an average. In Arkansas, I found a 1-bedroom apartment for $578. In Arlington, Virginia, I saw a 1-bedroom apartment for $1,850 a month. So these numbers will also depend on location. Also, when you're renting, most landlords require that you have what's called renter's insurance. Renter's insurance will be anywhere from $30 to $50 a month. This will be for a $40,000 policy coverage. So, because I've helped many families purchase and sell their property, I was not aware of how many people renting homes. But keep in mind that there are 3 things that you need that are very important whether you're gonna purchase or rent a property. The first thing is at least a job. You need to have a job for 1 year. When you're renting, you have to have the same job for 1 consistent year. If you're purchasing, you need to have the job, but you can change jobs within the industry. Such if you are a school bus driver for this particular county, you can be a school bus driver for another county, and that's considered the same job for a year. You also, the second thing, you also need to make at least 1/3 of your mortgage or your rent. So that means you need to make enough money to pay your rent or your mortgage, at least 1/3 more than what they would be. The second will be your credit. You have to have a good credit score. Many people do not know what a good credit score is. A credit score starts around 500. A low credit score is in the 500s. The medium credit score is in the 600s, and a high credit score would be 7 and above. So, if you have a credit score of 620, you will qualify for a mortgage. If you have a score of 650, you will qualify for rent. You may need a cosigner if you do not qualify or if your scores are not high enough. And the third thing is you need to save money. When you're purchasing a property, you're going to need anywhere from 3% up for your down payment. When you're renting, you're going to need 1 month rent and 1 month security deposit. So either way, you're going to have to save some money. So if you're thinking about moving, either renting or purchasing, try to save money or try to figure out how you can get some savings out of your budget. After going looking for apartments for my daughter, I really noticed about how many more people rent. She wants to live near the beach. She cannot afford the beach purchase price, so she is renting in that area. And this is one of the big reasons why people will rent, is they cannot afford to be in the area they are by purchasing a property. In conclusion, I just want to know whether you're renting or you're owning, to be prepared for your purchase or your rent is to save. So in conclusion, I just want to ask you again, are you renting? Are you going to own? Are you going to buy your first property? Be aware of your family's expenses and your needs and save for the future. Thank you and have a good day.